In today's video, we're installing a WeatherXM Depin miner right on the water in the middle of a storm. What's going on, crypto miners, and welcome back to the channel. Well, we are in South Jersey at a family's vacation home, and today we're installing a WeatherXM Depin miner right here on the side of the house. Now, of course, today of all days, we're getting a storm, and we're right on the water, which is pretty rough because it does not work with you at all. Crazy winds coming off of the coast here. It's cold. It's about 35 degrees, and there's quite a wind chill. So let me show you exactly what we're installing today and learn a little bit more about the WeatherXM. All right, in the garage here, out of the rain and the cold. And here's what we're installing today. Now, WeatherXM has two units out right now. The first one is the WeatherXM Helium model. This one runs entirely off the Helium network, and Helium is pretty much everywhere. I have one of these back home at my house, and it's been running fantastic. Now, there's a second model, which is the one we're going to be installing today, which is the D1, and this runs entirely off of your home wireless connection. So why would you have one over the other? Well, D1's great if you don't have any Helium hexes near you, and you just want to go ahead and run off that home network. The nice thing is about the Helium unit, though, is this is great for out in the middle of nowhere where there isn't a good internet connection at all, and you can utilize the Helium network. So let's get our D1 unboxed. So many of you guys may be asking, how much are you going to earn with this per day? How much money can you expect? Well, first let's talk about it. So the WeatherXM unit earns the WXM, the WeatherXM token, and you earn a certain amount per day. Now mine, I did not get in on the, I think they call it the Genesis or the Legacy stage. So you actually get a bonus if you got in early before they went to mainnet. I didn't get a chance to get in on that on my original one back home, but I have another one of these back home, and I earn about 2 WeatherXM token, a little bit less per day. And you might be like, oh my gosh, that's like nothing, type of deal. But for me, I don't really care. Depin, it's really nice. It serves two purposes. My first purpose is a weather station. And the second purpose, as we talked about, is earning a little extra crypto from running that weather station. And that's exactly what we're doing. So super excited, eager to see where the WeatherXM token goes. Could vary per day, so go over and check it out based off of when you guys are watching this video. All right, so check it out. Here is our WeatherXM station. Pretty slick, has the WeatherXM logo right here. Does have a water funnel on the top here that is going to actually give us the amount of rain that we're getting at any given time. In addition to that, if you take a look right here, we actually have a solar panel. It will run off of solar during the day and a battery setup in the evening. And it does go ahead and give you wind speed as well as wind direction, does pressure, humidity, all that fun stuff. Now on the bottom side here, there's actually, and we're going to install it, there's actually the battery setup that I alluded to. All right, so for our battery setup, these are actually dummy batteries that we'll install into the bottom of the unit. And then there's and you can actually see there's a cover. And then you have your wiring here. And this is going to mount somewhere close, either on our J-hook that we're going to be installing. And this has 4 AA batteries inside of it into a nice weatherproof external housing unit, and that's going to go ahead and be used at night, and it's just going to give it a little bit of a trickle in order to keep it up and running, which works out really, really well. Let me show you guys what I'm thinking for a mounting bracket. All right, so this is a J-hook that I actually ordered directly off of Amazon. And the nice thing is, let me just put this up here. There we go. Perfect. So the WeatherXM unit is going to sit right on top here. This actually will go right into the bottom of the WeatherXM unit, and it'll tighten around the top here. And then we have a nice mounting bracket that we're going to bolt directly into the side of a wall or a post. Not quite sure yet. Need to go ahead and investigate how we want to get this done. So what I'm going to do next, before I even move forward with anything, is I'm going to go ahead and scan this QR code. We actually will download then the WeatherXM app and get started. All right, quick update. The QR code walks you through assembling this and putting it all together. Quick little tip for you guys. There are batteries that you install on both sides of this battery pack. I made that mistake and got a little confused for a few minutes. So other than that, show you guys real quick. You do everything from this actual weather station here, which is pretty slick, connected to the wireless. This is pretty much your main command hub. and our D1 WeatherXM unit reports back to that. All right, let's continue the process here. I'm not showing every step by step because it does show a lot of locational information, and I do want to keep that private. So I'll get you guys updated here as we get into installing and mounting it outside. All right, guys, so we are on the side of the house here, and we were trying to find a place out of the way that would be protected by the elements a little bit, and because it gets crazy windy and the rain, it gets really bad here. So what we're thinking about doing is we're going to take our J-hook and we're going to install it about right here. And then what we're going to end up doing is that external battery pack, what we decided to do was, even to help out with the elements a little bit, is underneath of here, we're actually going to screw it right up underneath of here to get it out of the way. So let's get to work. Well, the wind has not let up, but we have our WeatherXM D1 installed. Check it out. So we have it mounted right here on this J-hook. I'll link this down below if you guys are like, what is that? How does it work? Because you want to make sure your diameter actually matches perfectly. It does come with these mounts. This worked out really, really well. These kind of U mounts to go through there. Ran the cable down on this side, and then I'll show you guys underneath. We tucked it, sorry, the light, there we go. We tucked it right underneath here. I want to make sure I have enough room to open up in case I ever have to get inside of here. And all the extra cable, we just used a zip tie with the hoop and got it secured underneath. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with it. Should work out well. Sorry, still rainy and windy out here. Recording a little bit of sea mist coming off there. But there we go. So let's head back into the garage because I have a little surprise for you. All right, take a look. We are up and running here, reading our temperature outside of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Love to see it here. Now, you can change these metrics around. Like, you can change around Fahrenheit to Celsius if you're interested. You can actually change pretty much all of these metrics. So like for me, I'm going to go ahead and change the wind speed here to miles per hour just to make it more on the US side. But I love this. We're actually looking to install this up in the kitchen, and everybody's excited for it. All right, stepping back inside the garage, and what do we have here? We have a second WeatherXM unit. We're giving this away. Huge shout out to the team over at WeatherXM for sending us and providing a second unit for today's video. So, you guys want to enter? Go ahead and comment down below. Tell me where you would install this if you won this WeatherXM Depin miner. In 2 weeks, we'll pick a winner, and I will ship this anywhere in the world and cover the initial shipping. Good luck, guys. All right, guys, that's going to wrap things up for today's video. Huge shout out to the team over at WeatherXM for sending me one of their D1 units for today's video. Links to everything down below, as well as a discount code if you're interested in picking one up for yourself. Until next time, take care.